Shortly before Matt Petro was deployed to Iraq in 2007, he and his pregnant wife suffered a heartbreaking loss.
We lost a child 2 weeks before I deployed. She was 6 months old, but she was miscarried.
Matt's request to delay his deployment was denied.
We needed to have that normalcy of mourning. Didn't get it. I got deployed.
Soon after arriving in Iraq, Matt's eye was injured by a piece of flying metal.
It went that far in to where there was a potential of me having to lose my eye.
After being medevaced to a trauma center and separated from his squadron, Matt learned that his wife wanted a divorce.
My wife left me, and I was pretty much all alone, 12,000 miles away from my family. I'll never forget that day. It was actually Veterans Day.
Returning home after a second deployment, Matt was a mess.
I gained a lot of weight. I wanted to die. Came back from Iraq, and I jumped in the bottle. It was a mission for me. I drank an ungodly amount of liquor and alcohol.
Matt was honorably discharged from the Marines in 2010, but the drinking continued.
So I took some time off, 6 months to drink, not work, drink. I don't remember much. It was a really dark place.
July 16, 2013, Matt bought a motorcycle. But later that very same day,
So I was going about 40. I saw a Class A motorhome get right next to me. I don't know if it hit me or I tried to move away because it happened so quick. So I remember somersaulting over the guardrail. I saw my ankle. It was pretty much obliterated. My femur punctured through my femoral artery and I was bleeding to death.
Matt was airlifted to a hospital in Albany, New York, where his right leg was amputated, and he remained in intensive care for 2 months.
I asked myself, how much loss can one man endure before he turns 30 years old? I used to be able to try to hide my brokenness inside. Now everyone can see how broken I really am. Just every day I'd beat myself up, eating and eating.
Desperate, Matt showed up at Anytime Fitness in Hudson Falls, where he met owner Scott Daly, a fellow military veteran.
Scott came up and says, hey, would you like me to train you? I said, sure, very scared.
He didn't know that I was expecting him to be out of his chair. So I just taped up my right leg with some tape and trained him.
I was wheelchair bound. I was not ready to get out of my wheelchair yet.
And the look on his face was, it was a crossroads right there.
And I'm like, holy crap, this is a human being tying up their right leg to help.
It was just this deer in the headlights look, and then that's when he confided to me and said, I haven't stood up.
I was totally out of my comfort zone, totally, way out. And he knew it, and that's where he needed me to be.
I said, well, what the hell's gonna happen? You're gonna fall 2 feet, and you're gonna get back up, and we'll go again. Well, it's no big deal. I said, I'm going to fall, you're going to fall, we'll get through it. It was just that simple.
Trust yourself is one more thing that Scott asked of Matt that first day in the gym.
And he goes, Matt, see, you can catch yourself. And that was it. That's what lit a fire and the passion in me.
Since joining Anytime Fitness 2 years ago, Matt has lost more than 170 pounds, competed in numerous Spartan races, and his entire outlook on life has improved.
Matt now glows. He has a totally different personality. He's happy.
Working out 6 or 7 days a week, sometimes twice a day, and doing exercises like one-legged burpees. Matt motivates others to push themselves beyond the limits of what they previously thought possible. And to those who may think they're too out of shape or physically incapable of making big changes, Matt offers these words of encouragement.
It's not the physicality of a human being that determines whether or not they're going to be successful in reaching their goals in life. It's all heart, will, and passion.